Hey guys, this is Jen from Head to Toe, and today I wanted to share with you my version of prom makeup for this year. So this look is inspired by Jennifer Lawrence when she was sort of promoting Hunger Games. She was on the red carpet a lot and did a really pretty smoky eye that was very, very blended out, and it was mostly just one color. The color I used is a dark green, but you could also change that to a copper smoky eye or a charcoal gray. That'll really go with any color dress. So just adapt the look to whatever color dress that you have, and it's really pretty easy. It's a very, very basic look. Plus I did a lot of long wearing makeup. So to see some of my prom tips for makeup and to see how I did the smoky eye, please keep watching and you'll see how it's done. So the foundation I'm going to use is Makeup Forever Matte Velvet Plus Foundation. This is really good for oilier skins. I need to just shake it up before I use it. Just going to dot this over my face and then blend it in with my fingers. Next up is I'm just going to take my NARS Stick Concealer, and I'm using shade Custard. I'm just going to give a little bit of extra coverage on spots that weren't covered completely. Now that I'm done putting on all of my foundation, I'm going to set that with a loose powder. I'm using the Tarte Smooth Operator Powder, and that'll help the foundation to last a lot longer, plus it'll keep any oiliness from coming up. I'm going to pat this into the skin so it doesn't move around any of the concealer or foundation. Really concentrate on applying this to your T-zone right here, because this is where you'll get a little more oily after dancing and everything. Now the next step is very, very important. I'm using the Urban Decay Primer Potion on my eyelids. This is going to help all of your makeup not to smudge or budge or go around your face throughout the whole night. Now I'm going to apply a base of color to my eyes. I'm just using this NYX Slide-On pencil in Tropical Green. And I'm just going to take this, and you don't have to be super exact, but I'm just going to apply this all over this sort of crescent shape of my eyelid right here. You want to smudge out this edge just a little bit, enough that when you blend the eyeshadow in, it's not going to look crazy. For most colors, you can use plain black, but because I already have a base color that'll be similar to the eyeshadow used over it, I used this green. So now I'm going to take this dark green color called Loaded from my own Build Your Own Urban Decay palette. This is just a single eyeshadow. And using my E55 eyeshadow brush, I'm just going to pat this color down, just over where we applied the base. Again, you can use whatever color matches your dress or whatever color you're using. I really like a copper smoky eye for most colors of dresses, or a black and silver if you have a black dress. Or you can do something like this, like if you're wearing a green dress, or even a contrasting color, like I'm wearing a pink dress, and I think the green would still make it look really pop without being too strong of a color. So once I have the shadow color over where I put the base, I'm going to take a blending brush and I'm going to blend these edges out. I'm just going to take little steps, applying a little bit more and blending it out. This way you'll avoid having the look like you just got punched in the eye. You just add color little by little. You can see what looks good with your actual eye shape. And I definitely recommend practicing this once or twice before your actual prom night. But that'll give you the perfect smoky eye, because you're just adding things little by little and it won't look too severe. Now I'm just taking Urban Decay's Busted, and I'm just going to soften the crease area. Just this transitional color, just really gently. And that'll just help to smoothen out any transition in the gradient between the really dark color to your skin tone. Now I'm taking this lighter color called Virgin, and I'm just going to apply that to right underneath my eyebrows. You don't want anything too shimmery because that's really going to flash in the flash photography. You just want something a little bit softer to brighten up your face. A lot of people like bringing this a little bit closer to the front, but I feel like that flattens out my eye area a little bit, so I really start about here and then make it really strong the most right underneath the arch, because that's where the light is naturally going to shine on your face. I'm also going to take a little bit of that and apply that to my inner corners. I'm going to take that eyeliner from the beginning of the tutorial, and I'm going to line my lower lash line. I'm going to make it thicker in the outer corners and just taper that in to about the midway point there. And then I'm going to apply this on the inner waterline right here. So on the inner half, I'm applying it to the waterline. And the outer half, it's just underneath the waterline. That way I can line my whole eye, but it doesn't close off the eye, and that'll keep your eye from looking smaller. Now I'm taking a small smudging brush, and using Loaded, I'm going to smudge out this color on the outer half. I feel like this is the step that really gives it that nice professional smoky look. I even like the color dipping down a little bit, giving it a little bit of extra shape, and that really kind of widens the eye. Next, I'm going to take my Wet n Wild gel liner. I'm going to line this a little bit thicker than normal because I do have such a heavy, strong, smoky eye for this look. Plus, I'm going to use false lashes, so I want it to blend in seamlessly. So we're just going to start at the inner corners, pull the liner out, then at the outer corners, just going to pull the liner straight up, and then you're just going to connect the point to the rest of your eyeliner. On the outer corner of the lower lash line, I'm also going to connect the outer corner and just smudge that in just with whatever's left on here, so it gives a very soft, smudgy line. Next, I'm going to fill in my brows with my Lioele Artist Auto Eyebrow Pencil. I'm using the shade Gray Black. So since it's a heavier eye, I can do a heavier eyebrow and it'll just look better. I'm also going to pull it out just a little further to match the point of the smoky eye. Now I'm going to curl my lashes and apply mascara. You're going to want to use a very waterproof formula of mascara. I'm using Urban Decay's Cannonball, because if you're going to be sweaty, you don't want it to flake or smudge off anywhere. So I think that Prom is the perfect excuse to wear some pretty false lashes. These are some from Darkness, I believe it's a Korean brand, and that'll just step it up to that next level of glam. Now for the rest of the face, I'm going to use a bit of bronzer to contour my face. I'm using Stila bronzing powder in shade 01. I'm going to angle this along with the contour of my cheek right here. I'm going to go right underneath where my cheekbone is. You can also blend this down your jawline. If you want to, you can also contour just really lightly along the sides of your nose right here. And that'll help to slim your nose line and also make your nose bridge look nice and straight and tall. For blush, I'm just going to take a matte pinky shade. This is actually NYX blush in the color Pinky. And you don't want anything too glittery because you don't want anything catching the flash when you're using flash photography. You'll see little white dots all over your face, and that's something you don't want. So with this blush, I'm going to take this angled brush, and then I'm going to apply this on top of my cheeks, starting at the outer corner and blending toward the front. So just right above that line where you did the contouring earlier is where you want to apply this blush. So you can do the blush a little bit heavier than you would on a normal day, because if you do it to a normal extent when you have flash photography or any kind of photography in general, it's really going to wash out your makeup. But since you have such a strong eye, it will actually look a little bit balanced. You can also do this along your chin, a little bit down your nose, on your face. And since, again, we don't want anything really distracting from the overall look, I'm going to skip using highlighter because I don't want too much attention to the tops of my cheeks. So now for the lips, since I do have such a strong eye, I don't want to have bright red lips or anything that's really going to compete with that look. I mean, you're going to want to look nice and elegant, not overly sexy or anything. So since we have such a nice, strong, sexy eye, I'm going to go a little bit nude with the lips. I'm using the Holika Heartful Moisture Lipstick in Baby Beige. If you're using a beige lipstick, you don't want something that's totally your skin color because that can also wash you out. So this one has a little bit of a pink undertone. And then I'm also going to top that with Lioele Blooming Gloss in Vanilla Pink. I always like layering a gloss over nude lipsticks because nude can look really harsh sometimes, and the shine really pulls the look together and makes it look really elegant without looking way too washed out on your face. So this is the final makeup look. I wanted to mention a few things that are really essential to take with you in your purse. Make sure you carry some blotting sheets because this is so much better than carrying loose powder that might explode in your purse or having something that's going to make you look cakey throughout the night. This will absorb the oil and it won't move around the makeup on your face. Also, don't forget to bring your lip gloss and lipstick because after you eat dinner, you're going to want to reapply that. And then finally, you're going to want some lash glue if you wore false lashes because nobody wants to see any creepy, crawly lash caterpillars crawling down your face throughout the night. So make sure you have an extra and you will not regret it. Otherwise, be safe, have a lot of fun, don't give in to anybody's weird peer pressure. Just go and take lots of pictures and really cherish these moments because they're only going to come around once or twice in your life. So again, I hope you guys enjoyed watching, and if you did, please subscribe up there and like and favorite the video down below. If you have any questions for me about prom, pre or post prom, you can ask me that at twitter.com/fromheadtotoe, and I'll also have more pictures and information on my blog. That'll be at fromheadtotoe.com. So thank you guys so much for watching and have a lot of fun at prom. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye!
Together we remember our